presidential debate. John McCain is back on the attack.
Senator Obama is going to raise your taxes
with a strategy to scare.
Raising taxes is the surest way to turn a recession into a depression.
Is he calling Barack Obama a threat?
Perhaps never in history have the American people been asked to risk so much to face one so little.
As Sarah Palin makes a $10 trillion pledge.
And we will balance the federal budget by the end of our term.
They're pulling out all the stops. And so in Charles Barkley takes on Ben Stein. This you gotta see right now on Larry King Live. Okay, it's going to be quite a night. With us, an old friend and a great player, Charles Barkley, registered independent, supporting Obama. He's an analyst, of course, with TNT. The NBA season begins on TNT on October 28th. He was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame in 2006, and he said he'll run for governor of Alabama in 2014. And our old friend Ben Stein is an economist, of course, New York Times columnist, former presidential speechwriter, best-selling author, latest book, How to Ruin the United States of America, supporting John McCain. McCain tells supporters he may be down in the polls, may be written off by the media, but he's got Obama just where he wants him. What do you make of that, Charles?
Well, I think all these polls are pretty much useless. I mean, nobody's actually going to know what's going to happen until they get in those booths. I think, obviously, everybody's trying to ignore the race factor. Race is there. It's really important. It's really significant. You know, people don't want to, you know, Barack is trying to talk about the economy, the war in Iraq, health care, the educational system. But the only way, realistically, Senator McCain can win this race is he makes it about race and make people afraid of Barack Obama.
So you think there are people who are just going to walk in and vote against Obama purely because he's black?
Oh, no question about that.
Ben?
Well, I would look at it from an entirely different perspective, and that is the white vote will be divided between Barack Obama and Senator McCain and Ralph Nader, and the black vote will go almost 100% to Barack Obama, and that's what will decide the election and give the election to Barack Obama. Now, if there's race that's going to be a factor, it'll be much more on the part of the black voter than on the white voter. I'm not quite sure why it should matter. I don't think race should be a relevant consideration for either racial group or any racial group, but I think that will decide the election. 98% of the black vote will go to Obama. Something like 47 or 46 or 42% of the white vote will go to him, and he'll win.
So you're a McCain supporter acknowledging that Barack Obama's going to win?
I can't acknowledge it because I don't know it, but I think he will win. I think it's too late now. Unless there's some miraculous economic plan that McCain comes out with, I think it's too late. He's been talking about Bill Ayers, he's been talking about this, he's been talking about that. He should have come out with an absolutely clear-cut economic plan to keep us out of a severe recession.
What do you make of the tone of this campaign, Charles? The whole campaign, what do you make? First of all.
Well, it's been interesting because, first of all, I'm just so proud that Barack's got himself in this situation. I agree with Mr. Stein. Race should not matter. Unfortunately, in America, race does matter. Race matters almost as much as economics, because really this election comes down to rich people against poor people. That's what America is divided by. Of course, we have the racial thing, but really America's divided by economics. And I wish it wasn't there, but it's always going to be there. It's unfortunate, it's sad, but clearly things in this country are not going well. They're not going well. From an economic standpoint, obviously we got to decide what we're going to do about the war in Iraq. We got to fix the healthcare system. You know, and the tax situation, you know, Barack has been very clear. Unless you make over 250 grand a year, it shouldn't have any effect on you whatsoever.
Ben, by logic, just the way the country is, the Democrats should win.
They should win, and they almost certainly will win. It would have taken a disastrous campaign by Barack Obama for them to lose, considering that they got the advantage handed to them, as our Nobelist friend, Mr. Krugman, said recently, of running once again against Herbert Hoover. I mean, Paulson, the Secretary of Treasury, has screwed this up. If there is a punching bag for the Republican Party that they should punch for really making sure they would lose this election, it would be Paulson, who over and over and over again has fouled up every chance to rescue this economy, including today.
But McCain and Barack Obama both voted for his plan.
I know, but there's more to it than that. The British are guaranteeing bank loans, and that has opened up bank lending in Britain. It's incredible that Paulson wouldn't do that. It's absolutely mind-boggling that he wouldn't do that.
Charles, in the past you've accused Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton of race baiting. What do you make of John Lewis's recent comment that the atmosphere of some McCain-Palin events reminded him of the campaigns of George Wallace?
Well, I think anybody who uses race as a factor, I have a big problem with that.
Black or white?
Black or white. I mean, we just got to listen. Anybody who's white or who's black, who's a racist, I think they're an idiot, plain and simple. I don't think you can have a double standard. But you can see race creeping as the election gets closer. You can see race becoming more of a factor. People don't automatically come out and say it, but they are bait words that lean that way. You know, you talk about terrorists. You hear people using Barack's middle name. That's the same as being racial.
And I saw Barack Obama on a TV show several months ago saying, I want to be known as Barack Hussein Obama because I want the rest of the world to know that a person with my heritage could be elected president.
He hasn't said that in a while.
No, but he definitely said it. And if I may say so, I followed the campaign pretty darn closely. I haven't seen one single shred of racism on the part of the Republicans. And to be fair, I haven't seen it on the part of the Democrats either. But I don't see race in this campaign at all.
Let's discuss Sarah Palin. She made her first call-in appearance on the radio today on the Rush Limbaugh show. Let's listen to some of what she had to say.
I've got nothing to lose in this, and I think America has everything to gain by understanding the differences, the contrast here between Obama and McCain. So, you know, I'm going out there and I'm just simply speaking, so be it that I'm a simple talker, but I'm just going out there and letting people know the differences.
Now, that was hardly hostile territory. Why do you think why do you think she's not doing more, say, widespread media?
Well, I think they're trying to protect it. First of all, I think they've done her a disservice. You know, they protect her so much. Other than the debate, you've never really gotten a full view of her. You know, I'm not going to sit there and say whether she's unintelligent or whatever, but the McCain campaign has done a terrible job of letting America get to know her. And they make it, like I say, getting to know her, but they make it worse. They're like, we can't let her go to mainstream media because we don't know if she can handle that situation. It's Sean Hannity. It's Rush. You know, she sits down with Katie. They've done her a great disservice.
Have something to say about this show or want to ask our guests a question? Get on our blog right now, cnn.com/Larry King, and tell us what you think. More of Barkley and Stein right after the break.